Hello everyone, thank you for joining on my another live stream today. So today is the 10th of August 2020 on Monday. So new week's been started. I hope you're having a great week this week also. And today I will run the Forex Tester 4. So every Mondays I run the Forex Tester 4 and talk about different topics based on my own strategy called KTS, Case Trading Strategy. So today, as the announcement says, I will talk about the Tokyo Box strategy. So I've been talking about this Tokyo Box strategy a couple of times before. So this is going to be a recap for those who have listened to these videos. And if you're new to this Tokyo Box strategy, this is very powerful. So I hope you master the way I use this, and you can apply yourself in your day-to-day analysis. So so if you're new to my channel, there is my homepage. You can access to the home place from the link below. And when you come to this services, and when you click on this YouTube live schedule, and when you click on this schedule for August, then you can see a whole list of the schedule that you can expect from my YouTube channel. So today is August 10th, and I will talk about Tokyo Box Breakout strategy over Forex Tester 4. So Forex Tester 4 has been one of my favorite tools to save a lot of time for me to not only backtesting but also to actually test my strategy from a couple of from previous charts. So right now it looks like they have a sale, like a hot summer sale on this Forex Tester 4. And this is ending in about like 57 minutes, but usually they reset the counter. So I think this is still going. So if you're interested in this Forex Tester 4, there is a link below also. There's a referral link below. So you can click on that one and access to this page, and you can have this summer sale on this Forex Tester 4. And make sure that this is only available within the Windows. So if you're using Mac, then you have to install the Parallels or some other software to run the Windows over Mac, just like I do. And you can apply this Forex Tester 4, because this is a software and this is not browser based. Alright, so let's see who's here. Josie, AJ, TV, Moana, Gabriel, and Jeroen, Jack Smith, Alexander, Dinesh, Fabio, Anthony, Mr. Finantes, Gabriel, once again, and Karine, Jaya. Thank you for joining, everyone. Good to see you. And thank you for everybody else. Good to have you here. So let's get started now. Let's talk about the Tokyo Box strategy by running the Forex Tester 4. So here is the Windows over the Mac. And hold on, let me just do this. Alright, so I've got a couple of windows here, but I think this is it. So here's a Forex Tester 4. I will launch it now. Okay. So do you ever use the Tokyo Box strategy? I have a couple of videos in the past. So if you are still not using it, you can use it, because this is very powerful. So so before starting here, just as a disclaimer, as usual, sorry to for this time, this knowledge is based on my experience. So when you take trades, please do with your own risk. Okay, as a disclaimer. Okay, so let's start. So here is a Forex Tester 4, and this is the 2014, and this is CHFJPY, as it says here. It's CHFJPY, and the reason I picked this pair is because Tokyo Box strategy is available on JPY cross currency pairs. So based on my experience, it tends to work better on JPY crosses. So EURJPY, USDJPY, or GBPJPY, or AUDJPY, New Zealand JPY, or CHFJPY whatever the JPY cross is, that is, I think it's applicable. But make sure to backtest yourself so that you can capture a nice breakout strategy on this one. So this is the Forex Tester 4, and on this one actually there is a sessions indicator. So if you're using the Forex Tester 4, you can come to this insert and add indicator, and you go to custom, and there is iSessions. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can do it right now. So you go to insert and add indicator, custom, and iSessions. And if you click on this one, iSessions, there's a pop-up where you can adjust these parameters. So I usually set the agent end, agent begin is for 0 a.m. because 0 a.m. UTC is the 9 a.m. in Japan time. So Tokyo Box strategy is between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Japan time, which is a business hour in Japan. And London session start a little bit earlier, but usually there's a breakout slightly before or after the Tokyo session ends. So we can convert the Asian time, Japan time, between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on your time zone, and you can plot the time range in between. So the Asian session begin, I set it as 0 a.m. and the Asian end will be 8 a.m. in UTC. And so the rest, I don't put the Euro session, I don't put the New York session. I just make it transparent so that it becomes invisible. Because all we want to know is the Asian session, when it starts and when it ends. And when I click apply, then there are red square boxes. And so this is Asian time between 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Japan time. So far so good. Alright, so let's see. I have heard of the London breakout strategy, so I assume this might be similar. Yeah, it's similar. I just call it Tokyo box strategy because this is like a Tokyo time zone box. So whichever the price breaks, you just follow it, is the simple explanation. So I will show it to you how you can apply this by running the Forex Tester for now. Alright, Anthony. And let's see, Johnny, do we need to confirm using KTS before we do the Tokyo box strategy, or the Tokyo box strategy is strategy on its own? So yeah, you have to follow the trend. You have to go towards the trend direction. So this is 1 hour chart, but in reality, you have to look at the bigger time frame and basically follow the bigger time frame direction. Yeah. So for example, on this day, the 6th of May 2014, on this CHFJPY, there is a recent high here on this level, and also there is a recent low down below. So whichever the price breaks, you just follow the direction. So in this case, the price broke it downwards here, so you just follow this way. And in this case, initially the price broke downwards, but afterwards it went backwards. So you get either break even or a couple of losses. So this is not 100% true, but this can be one of the greatest confirmations to take a trade towards the breakout direction. But make sure to follow the major trend, major time frame, bigger time frame direction as well. Okay, so and after this, after running this Forex Tester 4, we're gonna look at the real-time market chart. So yeah, Gabriel, yep, it's you can search sessions and you can find the similar indicator like this, and I will show it to you later on the trading view. So let's see, let's get started. So here we see a recent high here on the Asian session. So let me put the red horizontal line here. And also there's a lower level of this Asian session here. Oops, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Right, so looks like this is been downtrending. This is a reverse N wave. So this is downtrending. So we can expect the price go downwards this way. So when it breaks downwards, we can look, that will be one of the confirmations to take a sell. So make sure you combine with the Bollinger Band squeeze or stochastic dead cross, or you can do the line breakout, counter trend line breakout, things like that. But Tokyo Box strategy is just one of the confirmations to use, but it's already powerful this way. You can of course identify the Tenkan Kijun cross or Kumo breakout might be happening after the Asian session, Tokyo Box breakout. So the combination is actually important, and I think this is the art of the trading skills. But this time I just wanted to show you the Tokyo Box strategy by itself, so that you can have a good understanding of how you use it and apply it. So let's run it right now. Let's run a little bit and see if the price will go down or not. Oops, hold on. So let's see. So now it's going up. Also here, there was a breakout of the recent high of the Tokyo time upwards, but it went downwards suddenly. So this was a fake breakout. So let's move on. So yeah, we're gonna look at the real chart afterwards. So please stick to the live today. Okay, so new day started. So this is a new day, and this is in UTC. So this is at 0 a.m. UTC, which is 9 a.m. in Japan time. So new business hour, new business day started here on the 8th of May 2014 on this CHFJPY pair. So let's see. Let's wait until the candlestick forms later, up all the way up until this date. Okay. So let's go. Okay, so now this is the end of the Asian session. I mean the Tokyo session. So the Tokyo session ended. The recent high was here, and I mean the highest price on that Tokyo box was here, and the lowest price on the Tokyo box was here. So if the price breaks either direction, we can look for buy or sell chance accordingly. Okay. All right. Good to see everyone. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. All right. So and so let's just run it for now. I was going to talk about the stop loss strategy, but let's just run it for now. So now it's breaking upwards. Yeah. So now it's breaking upwards. So we can look for the buy chance. We can look for the buy chance somewhere here. So we expect the price to go upwards this way. And in this particular example, there looks to be a double bottom, and this is more of the head and shoulders pattern, reverse inverted head and shoulders. So with these confirmations, we can expect the price to keep going upward this way. So yeah, if I take a buy here, let's say if I take a buy, then the stop loss will be slightly below the recent low on this wave. So based on 1 hour, I would place the stop loss slightly below the recent low of this wick pointing downwards on here. So let's keep it running a little bit more. Also, there was a fake. That was a big fake, as you can see, right? It shoot up and it went all the way down, and you get the loss cut. So that was a tricky movement, but don't give up, right? Things happen. So yeah, let's keep running a little bit more. Okay, let me go a little bit faster. by a 15-minute basis. Okay, so here is another breakout. Here's another Tokyo session breakout, Tokyo box breakout. So I would sell here, and I will place a stop loss slightly above the recent high on this wave. So the recent high on this wave was here, exactly here. So I will put the stop loss slightly above this way. So I will put the stop loss here, and this will be the selling position. Is it understandable so far? So far so good. So it's simple, right? It's simple. Basically follow the breakout direction is the key here. So I would place a sell here, and my stop loss will be here above. So let's keep it running a little bit more. Okay, so this time it went downwards, and there's another day. So I get decent pips here already. I should be now moving the stop loss to break even already, so that I won't lose anymore. So I will be looking for the next buy or sell chance afterwards. But yeah, this is the idea of how you capture this Tokyo box breakout in you know, like practical examples. So here in this case, the price went downwards all the way after the Asian session ends, and this was, I think, yeah, it went downwards about 40 pips. So and now it's retracing backwards. So yeah, I think you must be able to get like at least 20 pips of profit here. So now let's wait until the next Tokyo box forms. Okay, so now the Asian session ended. So we just basically wait for the breakout, right? Towards either up or downwards, we just wait for it. Okay, now it looks like this is yeah, ranging still. Oh yeah, now this is breaking upwards, but very small, very less volatile, and it reached to the next day. So yeah, I would wait for the breakout on this day's Asian session. So let's go. Okay, now I see that the breakout is downwards. So I put the sell here. And the stop loss will be above the recent high. So this is a stop loss, and this is the sell. So I would look for further confirmations. Like I would look for the stochastic dead cross, or when the Bollinger Band is squeezing, and I will take that as one of the confirmations. Or I would use the Fibonacci retracement and also on and on. But yeah, this is the simple way to calculate. I mean to spot the trading edges by the Tokyo box breakout strategy. All right. Oh, Hapa, thank you for a super chat. You give me super chat every day. Thank you so much. All right. And he says, Kei-san, when you set the SL, do you also include the spread into the calculation? I saw that you have explained about setting the SL to the resistance level. Would that be resistance plus spread? Yeah, exactly. So I take the spread into consideration, but I am more towards the day to swing trader. So I don't really care about the 1 pip or 2 pips or 3 pips of spread. I don't really care about it because I'm going for over 100 pips of profit. So but yeah, when you move the stop loss to break even, then you cannot really be over the stop loss, the position, right? Otherwise, you know, if you do it, then because of spread, you might have some loss. So when you look at how I move the stop loss break even, I always move it slightly below the position on this sell, or slightly above the buying position, so that it covers the spreads also. But yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point actually. Yeah. So in this case, I expect the price to go down. So let's run it a little bit more and see if I can place the break-even line. So let's go. Okay, so now there is another Tokyo box creating here, so let's wait. But I'm still selling it. I'm still selling it because this is not yet breaking the recent low downwards. So I'm just on this position still. Yeah, but if I move the stop loss break even, I would do like this. I would move the stop loss slightly below the recent low like this. Now there's like a 5 pips of gap in between, so that it covers the spread. So let's check out the next Tokyo box breakout. Okay, now it's going down, and there's another breakout towards the downside now. Right, towards the downside. So we look for the sell chance, and usually I look at the lower time frames like a 5 or 15 to capture the selling edge. But let's say I find some edge and I take another sell here. I take another sell. Well, in this case, sorry. In this case, we better wait for the candle close. So, and this breakout candle is still forming, so better to wait for the candle close. And if the candle close becomes below the box, then that will be a decent breakout. So let's just wait for the candle close and see if it can sell. Okay, now there is a breakout on the close price, but now there is a bullish candle. So let's just wait for this bullish candle if this is going to be a bullish or bearish at the close. Okay, now it became a bearish candle. So there are 2 consecutive bearish candles after the breakout. So this is more clear confirmation for sell. So let's say I place another sell here, and this is still on hold. I'm still selling it here, and this is another position to sell. And I put the stop loss to slightly above the recent high, in this case at this level. So stop loss will be above the recent high, which is exactly at this level. So let's run it a little bit more. Hopefully it's gonna go down. Let's see. It's slow. Yeah, retracing backwards. Kind of struggling, and now it's gone up. So most likely I will just take it out because I think Kijun Sen should be flat now in the bigger time frame. So I will just take this one out. But hopefully you get the idea of how you capture the trading edges by this Tokyo box strategy. Alright, I hope everybody is clear on this idea. Yeah, I think this is very simple. It's you don't have to think it difficult, right? It's not complex. Just create the Tokyo box, and towards either direction breakout, you just follow it. It's that simple. Alright, so yeah, and whenever you have any questions, please type it on this chat so that I can always come back to these comments. Alright, so let's see. Let me come back to some of the comments now. Yeah, it's very hot in Japan right now. In Tokyo, this is like a 35 degrees Celsius. It's getting hot now. Yeah. The weather is changing right now in Tokyo. So I usually run by the river, but I don't think it's a nice nice environment right now because this is too hot. So I prefer to run inside now. Do you consider the new level or the old level to draw support and resistance? I take the new levels. Yeah, I don't really look at the old support and resistance levels. unless unless it breaks, it's already broken. If it's not broken, then I still keep it. But if it's broken, then I will just take it out. For example, on this one, like this high, for example, is the high. Was the high on this candlestick, but now it's being violated upwards, and now it's going backwards. So if I were putting the resistance line here for some reason, for now, by now I already take it out because this is not working anymore. Yeah, the positions of the sellers from this level is already taken out, and that's why I would remove this resistance line. All right, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. All right, thank you for joining, everyone from a different part of the world. Good to see you. And oh, yep, London breakout strategy is pretty much similar. I mean, it's the same. I think it's the same. I just use the name Tokyo Box Breakout because I value the Tokyo business hour. And that's why I captured the square box from the Tokyo morning 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. in Tokyo time. Hi, do you think the US dollar going to rebound? Yeah, the non-farm payroll result was pretty positive last week, and it's going up. So yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm more towards the technical analysis. So yeah, as far as I look at the Ichimoku, US dollars are going up now in short term, and it might affect the long term. Yeah, it's retracing now. Tokyo Box is working very well on GJ. Yeah, it works on JPY crosses. So GJ, EURJPY, or USDJPY, CHFJPY, or AUDJPY, CADJPY, NDDJPY. I think it should work. All right, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, let's see what else we have here. All right, konnichiwa. Thank you for joining. All right, Luis. Hi, Kate. It seems like the Tokyo Box breakout is more of a break-even strategy. Once it breaks out, it goes very big. So this is 1 hour chart, and yeah, in this market, it's pretty much in ranging. So there's no decent like a long big down or uptrend, and it's been up and downwards, but still you get break even. But if you have a big up or down trend, then you must be able to run profit more. Alright, NK, sometimes Tokyo session doesn't range, and instead it shows big moves. Better to not trade Tokyo Box that day. Learn a lot from your channel. Sure. Yeah. So yeah, if it violates a range, then you should stop using this Tokyo Box strategy. Yeah. All right. Good to see you from our Seoul. Nice to see you. All right. NDD CHF or GBP CHF. So I will stick to JPY pairs today because the topic is on Tokyo Box Breakout, and it doesn't really work on other pairs than JPY crosses. So let me stick to JPY crosses for today. So you get the idea of how you take trades on these, right? For now. So let's switch it to the trading view and start looking at some of the real markets now. Okay, so here is a trading view. Okay, and let me fit this one on this panel so that you can see the full picture. Alright, so here is a CHFJPY 1 hour chart, and this is the most recent candle right here. So it's been going up and down, and I will just put out the indicator here. This is called sessions. So you can just simply come to this indicators and type sessions, and you find this one, sessions on the chart. So this is the one that I'm using, and here is a Asian sessions, I mean Tokyo sessions. So this is in UTC. The trading view that I'm using is actually on a UTC time zone, as it says below here. So this is 0 AM, and this is a 8. This is this is technically 8 8 AM in UTC time zone. So once you get this tool, then simply you capture the highest price and lowest price of this yellow box or the Tokyo box. So for example, on this one, you just plot the highest level as here and lowest level as here within the yellow box on this 7th of August, yesterday, I mean on Friday. And this time the price broke the high uppers. Hold on, the price broke the high uppers, and now it's retracing backwards. So this was kind of a fake breakout, but yeah, like on the previous day, the lowest was here. This was the lowest level, and the highest level. So hold on. Yeah, the highest level was above here. On this yellow box, the highest price was here at 116.35, and lowest level on that Tokyo time was 115.92, and it broke downwards and continued to go down this way. So this was working. All right. So on this CHFJPY, it's been sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So once again, this is not 100%, but it can be a great, one of the greatest trading edges for you. So if you look at it like this one, yeah, once it breaks, kind of fake breakout towards up and down side, and now afterwards it became range. Yeah. So yeah, I think these days were okay. These days were okay. I mean, this was the highest price on this 31st of July. Highest price and lowest price of the yellow Tokyo box, and it went uppwards. And on the next day, on the 3rd of August, the highest price of the Tokyo time was here, and the lowest price was here. Let me just take this out. And yeah, it didn't break the highest or lowest price on this day. It became range afterwards. So this was the highest price, this was the lowest price, and afterwards it was a range. So yeah, based on this Tokyo box strategy, we cannot take trades on this day. And this is ranging anyways. So I think in a higher time frame, Kijun Sen should be flat anyways. All right. So let's see. All right, Sean. Would the Tokyo box work on Gbp CHF like it works for Gbp Jpy? I prefer to use it on the how to say, like JPY cross. Yeah, JPY cross pairs. So I don't really apply this strategy on non-JPY crosses. Alright, I see how many signals do you take in a smaller time more than 3? Yeah, 3 will be decent. I take 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 confirmations to take barrel sell, and Tokyo Box is one of them. So hold on. Yeah, for those who are new to my channel, so here is a list of the strategies that I use to take trades on in a 15 or 5 minute chart, and Tokyo Box strategy is one of the strategies. Today's topic on this one, and I have been talking about all these strategies before, so you can look at you can come to the KTS playlist, where you can find all my explanations on these strategies. So today's topic is only one of them. I never take trades on this Tokyo Box strategy only. First of all, I make sure to follow trend, follow the higher time frame trend, and I wait for the breakout towards the higher time frame direction. Alright, Sandara, it can also work like an opening range breakout, say first 1 hour in the stock market. I use this in Forex pairs, so I'm not really sure if it works on stock markets actually. Yeah, especially JPY crosses, it should be decent. So let's take a look at other JPY crosses now. So let's take a look at the EURJPY, and this is the most recent time right now. So and right here above here is the the highest time frame. Oops, not this one. The highest price, and the bottom here on this yellow box was the lowest price. And so this is breaking downwards. It shoot downwards and then it went upwards. So maybe you get break even or some small loss on this one. In the previous day, the highest price was here, and the lowest price was here. Not here, right here. So, and afterwards it was in the range. The price was in the range, so we weren't able to take trades on this Tokyo Box strategy on this day, 6th of August. And when you look at the previous day, the wick pointing upwards was here, the highest price, and the lowest price on that day was here. The lowest price here on the 5th of August. So afterwards it became a range, well, kind of a fake breakout, but it went backwards, so you might get break even or small losses, and afterwards it became a range. And even the previous day on this 4th of August, the highest price was here, and the lowest price was right here. And this time you must be able to run some profit. It went downwards, and yeah, you must be able to at least break even, yeah, or take some profit over here. And yeah, so let's even look at the previous day. So this one, the 3rd of August, the highest price was here, right here, and the lowest price on that day was right here. And afterwards the price broke upwards, and it went downwards once, but it went upwards gradually, and you must be able to run some profit here. And the previous day on this 31st of July was, I think, a great day to use this strategy. The lowest price was here, the highest price on that day was here on this Tokyo time, broke upwards, and you should be able to run some profit on this one. So yeah, this was another example of how you can put this highest price and lowest price on Tokyo time and follow the breakout direction. And let's take a look at the Gbp Jpy. So Gbp Jpy, yesterday, the highest price was right here above. Let me zoom in. The highest price yesterday was here, and the lowest price was at this level. The lowest price, and it went downwards and upwards. So I think this was break even, most likely. Yeah, on the previous day, on this 6th of August, the lowest price was here, right here. The lowest price on the Tokyo time was here. Highest price was here, right here. And on this day, the 6th of August, it didn't break either direction. So based on this strategy, there's no trace on this one. And the previous day also, the lowest price and highest price, and the market did not break towards either direction. So on this 5th of August, there was no trace. So yeah, this is the examples of how you can take this Tokyo box strategy as one of the confirmations to take a trade. Yeah, I usually look at the 1 hour to confirm whether there's a breakout or not. But when it comes to taking some trading edges, like when I use the stochastics dead cross or gold cross, I use the 5 or 15, or I draw lines, and line breakouts, I use 5 or 15 minute chart. So make sure to capture the decent breakout, right? Don't jump into the market right after the breakout, but make sure to wait for the candle close and try to capture the breakout strategy to be more safer. All right, good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining. All right. All right, Luis, this indicator can also be set up for London box strategy, USA box strategy, and others. You just set the currency and time to the one you want. Yeah. And I prefer the Tokyo box strategy breakout because there are lots of pending orders above here and below here. So there are sellers pending sell orders here, and there are pending buy orders right here in Asian session. And based on my observations, that's why it tends to work. Once it breaks out, it goes upwards. Once it breaks downwards, it goes downwards, because the market takes these stop losses or pending orders and it goes towards that direction. And I think this is a tendency of Asian market, because at least in Japan, lots of traders are contrarian traders. So we tend to go against the trend. So when it goes down, they tend to buy. When it goes up, they tend to sell. So when you think about it, right, on this one, the market went up during the Tokyo session. The market went up, and while it's going up, traders tend to place a sell. With the small lot sizings, they put the sell, expecting the price to go backwards. And where they put the stop loss is actually here. When they sell, they put the stop loss above the recent high, which is at this level, as the Asian session ends. So that's why when it breaks out, it goes big towards upwards. So both CHF and JPY are least volatile pairs. This is I think Gbp Jpy or USD-JPY is more volatile in that sense. And also the spread, right? Spread is relatively wider on CHF pairs. All right, nice. You're awesome and genius. Sure. Thank you for your words. All right, Harish, how do you take profit for this strategy? Do you take fixed profits? For example, fixed pips. I don't usually set the profit target based on the fixed pips, but I just follow the trend direction in higher time frames. So this is just to capture the trading edges, but in reality, I follow the major trend direction. So if it goes upwards this way in a bigger time frame, then I take this as a buying chance. Yeah, for example here, I don't put the sell at the breakout of the down here below. If it goes up, then I expect the price to go upwards this way, and as long as it goes up, I just keep trading a profit. And I do this based on the Kumo and Kijun Sen. So here is how I capture the trend based on these steps here. And this is also explained on my past videos. So you can take a look at it and enjoy how I capture these trends. But yeah, basically until Kijun Sen goes flat or Senko Span BA goes flat, I keep holding that buy or sell. Karim, could you please say that this indicator is available in MT4 chart? Oh yeah, I think it should be available in an MT4. I used to use it in MT4. So you can just Google like a sessions MT4 and you must be able to find the free indicator for that. Yeah, because I used to use it. Alright, so I guess that's it for today's session. I hope you get the idea of how you can capture the breakout. So this is pretty simple, but this is very powerful on JPY crosses, and this is one of my strategies that I use on my day-to-day analysis. So if you liked today's live, please press a good button and make sure to subscribe and click the bell so that I do these lives every day. And if you cannot do the live on a certain day for personal reasons, then I will upload a video, or I will do the live a little earlier as scheduled, so that you can at least learn something new. So tomorrow I will be talking about, and this is for my note also. So tomorrow will be 11th of August. So that will be an essence of Ichimoku Hane lines. So every Mondays I run Forex Tester 4, or last week I wasn't able to do because of some technical issues, but today onwards I must be able to run the Forex Tester 4. So every Mondays I run the Forex Tester 4, and every Tuesdays and Thursdays I talk about Ichimoku 5 lines, and on Wednesday, Friday I talk about my own strategy from the KTS PDF, and on Saturdays I talk about psychology, money management, and on Sundays I give the Ichimoku weekly Forex forecast on the pairs that I watch. So I hope to see you tomorrow. Right, today there's not so much of a big news, and Japan is holiday too, so I don't think there's a big move, but we'll see. So yeah, I hope you have a great week and stay healthy, stay gold. Bye for now, everyone. Thank you for joining. Mata ne. Bye.